It was back to business in Serie A for Milan this weekend as they faced Livorno at the San Siro. They were unlucky not to be awarded an early penalty. Carlo Ancelotti's team have made significant ground on leaders Juventus recently. Marco Amelia keeping out Andrei Shevchenko's shot. There was little the Livorno goalkeeper could do in the 28th minute. Filippo Inzaghi volleying Milan ahead. Shevchenko scored at Livorno earlier in the season. He couldn't find a way past Amelia. When Amelia was eventually beaten by the Ukrainian, the crossbar came to his rescue. Inzaghi was back in the team after having his tonsils removed. He sealed victory for the Rossoneri with his second goal. Leaders Juventus travelled to Siena, having drawn their last 5 matches. Patrick Vieira headed them in front after 3 minutes. Juve then displayed the form that has kept them top all season. David Trezeguet adding a second goal 3 minutes later. Siena couldn't contain the leaders. Adrian Mutu putting Juve 3 up with only 8 minutes played. Siena attempted a comeback of sorts. Thomas Locatelli hitting the post. The Siena forward caused the Juve defence numerous problems. Buffon with a smart save. Juve back to winning ways.
Barcelona returned to Primera Liga action after their midweek Champions League heroics. Cadiz were the visitors to the Camp Nou. A win for Frank Rijkaard's team would take them to within 2 points of the Primera Liga title. They got off to the perfect start. Ronaldinho the scorer. An unstoppable strike from the World Player of the Year. Cadiz are battling relegation after only 1 season in the top flight. Jonathan Sesma's effort was disallowed for offside. It was a close call. Cadiz won on their last trip to Barcelona, 2-0 against Espanyol. Striker Oli fired high and wide after Ronaldinho had lost possession. Cadiz weren't playing like a team facing relegation. Victor Valdez saving Sesma's snapshot. Barca looked weary after their midweek exploits. Ronaldinho's free kick was kept out by Oscar Limia. Mark van Bommel hasn't scored in La Liga since September. His efforts to get forward, though, earned Barca a penalty. Step forward Samuel Eto'o, who wasted the chance. Limia with the save. A Barca substitution earned the biggest cheer of the second half. Xavi making his first appearance in 5 months after a knee ligament injury. Still, Cadiz poured forward as the game continued. Oli producing another smart save from Victor Valdez. Barca then tried to hit Cadiz on the counter-attack. Eto'o couldn't take advantage, but Barca held on for 3 valuable points. Zinedine Zidane has announced that he'll retire from football after the 2006 World Cup finals. The 33-year-old France midfielder highlighted Real Madrid's recent lack of success as his reason for ending his career a year earlier than expected. Zidane joined Real in 2001 and helped them win the Champions League a year later. Zidane isn't the only one leaving the Bernabeu. Real president Fernando Martín has resigned his post after losing a vote of confidence at his first board meeting in charge. Martín will stand in new presidential elections later this year. Luis Gómez Montillano will stand in until then. Third-placed Real travelled to the Estadio El Sadar to face Ossasuna, who are 4th. Both teams were looking to seal qualification for the Champions League. The teams drew at the Bernabeu earlier this season. The same result would do nothing for either team. Ludovic Del Porte's free kick so nearly gave Ossasuna the lead. After a goalless first half, the game sprang to life. Julio Baptista earning Real a penalty after Raul Garcia was adjudged to have brought him down. The Brazilian held his nerve to put Real ahead. Clearly aggrieved by the decision, Ossasuna went in search of an equaliser. Pierre Weibo earning another penalty after a foul by Pablo Garcia. But Pachi Punal's spot kick was saved by Iker Casillas. And then fullback Michel Salgado did brilliantly to clear the follow-up. Ossasuna were pinning Real back. Salgado produced another great block to deny Raul Garcia. The Navarran's hopes were raised with 9 minutes remaining. Casillas receiving a second yellow card for kicking the ball away after he'd rushed to clear another Ossasuna attack. The referee had no option but to reach for the red card. Off went Casillas. Substitute goalkeeper Diego Lopez replaced him. Osasuna's David Lopez so nearly caught out his namesake. Osasuna coach Javier Aguirre was feeling the tension. But the final chance of the match went to Real. Roberto Carlos forcing a great save from Ricardo Lopez. Real, the winners.
And the elegantly coiffured home side opened the scoring inside 10 minutes. Defender David Hellebuik putting the ball into his own net. Lyon continued to dominate the game. Fred staking a claim for a place in Brazil's World Cup squad. In the second half, Juninho earned the champions a penalty. It looked a harsh decision. He picked himself up to score. Outclassed, Saint-Etienne conceded a fourth. Benoit Pedretti the scorer this time. His shot just crossing the line. Lyon showing no mercy against their local rivals. The title may already be decided, but there's still a desperate battle for the third Champions League place. Lens needed a win against Lille to keep their dream alive. They started perfectly, Olivier Thomaire putting them ahead. Lens created all the early pressure, winning themselves a penalty. Eustathios Tavlaridis holding on to Daniel Kuzan in the box. Kuzan took the kick himself. Lens 2 ahead. Just before half-time, Seydou Keita made it 3. Lille replied early in the second half, Peter Odemwingie with the goal. Lens' Pierre-Alain Fro relieved the pressure by restoring a 3-goal cushion. A dramatic finish looked possible when Lille pulled a goal back through Abdelkader Keita. Lens defender Adama Koulibaly with the final touch. With so much at stake, tensions were running high. Lens' Johan Dumont and Lille's Kevin Mirallas both dismissed. The fight for third place very much alive. In the Netherlands this week, Ajax took on Groningen for the right to play in next season's Champions League. Ajax with home advantage in the first leg. Thomas Galasek almost gave them the lead. Ajax have underachieved this season, finishing 4th in the Eredivisie. Champions League qualification, though, would save their season. Sweden international Marcus Rosenberg put them ahead. Groningen defeated Eredivisie runners-up AZ to reach the playoff final. They wasted a chance to draw level. And they were denied an obvious penalty. Frustration for coach Ron Jans. Ajax striker Klaas-Jan Huntelaar is one of the season's success stories. He failed to add to his tally of 41 goals before half-time. In the second half, Ajax continued to pile on the pressure. Huntelaar with an uncharacteristic miss. The second Ajax goal looked likely. Greek striker Angelos Charisteas delivered it. Ajax attempted to kill off the tie ahead of the second leg. Ryan Babel going close. Nordin Bakari was lucky to stay on the pitch after a rash challenge. In the final seconds, Babel went through on goal for a second time. Groningen keeper Bas Roda equal to the task. Ajax take a healthy lead to Groningen for next week's second leg.